Hello and welcome back to another Finalweb tutorial. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more in depth about blogs and how you can use them effectively in your website. So first, let's just navigate to a new page here. We can navigate to a new page here. We'll just use the menu, make a blogs page, and we'll make a new page that's a blog. We'll save our menu and head straight into it. So now we can set up our page here. Name church blog. We will save the changes and then we can just go ahead and add our blog section here. Now here's our basic blog section that we'll use most of the time for its own page. And since we don't have a blog yet, we can just go ahead and make a new blog. And we can add our section. And the first thing we notice is that there really isn't much of a blog here because there's no blog posts yet. So the first thing we can do is we're in our blog section here. We can add a post. Enter post title, last Sunday's sermon. Author, my name's Owen. And you can choose from tons of files or you can upload your own. Let's use a picture of a bird here. Great. Now here's our very own blog post where we can go through and edit the text. By hitting edit content, we can go ahead and edit this post text. Go through and say, hey guys, last Sunday's message was super encouraging. And from there you can continue on your post. A really nice thing about these blogs is the share icons. So we can go through and let's say we want to share this on LinkedIn. We can wait for LinkedIn to load in and we've got our post wrapped up in a bundle here and we can go ahead and share it in one little click, which is super great for people who are just trying to get the message out to new people. Another great part of these blog posts is the comment wall. And so hopefully with a blog, people will be reading it and they can go ahead and comment some things they liked or disliked about the post. I liked this. Post comment. I disliked this. And with this addition to blogs, you are creating more of a community that can chat and talk to each other and voice their opinion back and forth. Let's go ahead and head back to the blog here. So now with our blog page, we can see that our first blog has popped up. Author is Owen, February 18th, 2021. And we've got a little preview of our text with a preview of our picture and then our title, which we can click on to read more. So a big part of blogs are the blog settings. And you can find those by navigating here to your blog. We named ours our church blog and we can just hit the blog settings. Now there's a ton of different settings here that you'll want to mess with to personalize your blog to what you need it for. We can just go ahead and go through these. Here's the title. The slug is what shows up here in the web bar address. Whenever we click on our blog, we'll see Finalweb, our website name, and then / our church blog with the dashes in the middle. We can get a quick description for some search engine optimization and some keywords also for some search engine optimization. Now here's some authority or permissions that can be checked off and unchecked. So comments can be approved, yes or no. Allow non-users to comment, display back to blog link on post. Tons of different options that can be helpful. Also with a reply to email address so you can get notifications for different comments on your blogs. Now you can set up a subscribe option as well. Users with accounts or anyone, if you want to open it up to all, and they can go ahead and input their email whenever a new blog post comes out. They can get a notification for that to be able to read it. Now the last thing we'll want to talk about here is the icons. So before we talked about those share icons, where we can find right over here, but Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of these right here, we can go ahead and disable them. Say we don't want people to share on LinkedIn or WhatsApp or Reddit. We can save those changes. Let's head back here first. But back into blog settings, we can go ahead and disable LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Reddit. We don't want people to share on there, so we'll save changes. And now when we head into our blog post, we can see we only have a few different options rather than all of the options we had before. So now users can only post on Facebook, Twitter, email, or Pinterest. Great, so now we have a pretty good understanding of how blogs work as a blog page. Now let's talk about the ways we can implement them into other pages with previews. So we'll go ahead and head back to our home page here. Now we're back on our home page. Let's get a closer look on blog previews. We can just go ahead and go into add section and go to blog preview, and we'll take a look at both of these in depth, but block layout is the first one we're going to look at. So we can select our blog we've been dealing with, and we can mess with our image height. I usually leave it on auto. Background position, background image type, fill, you can leave those as B for now. And we add our section and we get a nice little preview of our blogs. We've only made one blog post, so that's all we see right now, but as we add more, they'll fill up according to the number of blog posts you specified for the section. So the block layout looks a little bit like this, and we'll give you a little bit better of an idea when we use a different blog. So you can go into section properties and just change this blog to a sample that the website gives you, but this is more on what our blogs would look like with some pictures up here. The block preview is a super nice minimalist look that will fit into any page. And now we can look at the list layout. So we'll go ahead and do the same thing. We'll add a section, blog preview, list layout. And we've got the same selectors here, so we'll go ahead and select the website sample so we can get a better look at what it actually looks like. Keep it to 3, leave auto, middle, fill, and we can add our section. Now here is a better idea of what the list layout looks like. The image here on the left with the title and the text on the right with a link. And so use both of these to your liking on what your website looks better with. But these are two options that you can use to preview your blog on other pages, most likely your home page. I hope you've gotten a great idea on what blogs are, how you can implement them, and their different uses throughout your website. And if you have any questions, you can go over to Finalweb.com, go to support, and scroll down, and you can contact us right here, and we are happy to help whenever. Give us a call or send us an email. Thanks so much for watching.